Chapter 8. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, Go to Pharaoh, and say to him, Thus said Yahweh, Let my people go, so that they serve me. But if you refuse to let them go, see, I am smiting all your border with frogs, and the river shall swarm with frogs, which shall go up and shall come into your house, and into your bedroom, and on your bed, and into the houses of your servants, and on your people, and into your ovens, and into your kneading bowls. And the frogs shall come up on you, and on your people, and on all your servants. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Say to Aaron, Stretch out your hand with your rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up on the land of Mitzrayim. So Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Mitzrayim, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Mitzrayim. And the magicians did so with their magic, and brought up frogs on the land of Mitzrayim. Pharaoh then called for Moshe and Aaron, and said, Pray to Yahweh to take away the frogs from me and from my people, and I shall let the people go to slaughter to Yahweh. And Moshe said to Pharaoh, Explain yourself to me. When am I to pray for you, and for your servants, and for your people, to destroy the frogs from you, and your houses, and remain only in the river? So he said, Tomorrow. And he said, Let it be according to your word, so that you know that there is no one like Yahweh our Elohim. And the frogs shall turn aside from you, and from your houses, and from your servants, and from your people, they shall remain in the river only. And Moshe and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moshe cried out to Yahweh concerning the frogs which he had brought against Pharaoh. And Yahweh did according to the word of Moshe, and the frogs died out of the houses, out of the courtyards, and out of the fields. And they gathered them together in heaps, and the land stank. And when Pharaoh saw that there was relief, he hardened his heart, and did not listen to them, as Yahweh had said. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Say to Aaron, Stretch out your rod, and strike the dust of the land, so that it becomes nets in all the land of Mitzrayim. And they did so, and Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod, and struck the dust of the earth, and it became nets on man and beast. All the dust of the land became nets in all the land of Mitzrayim. And the magicians did similarly with their magic to bring forth nets, but they were unable, and there were nets on man and beast. The magicians then said to Pharaoh, This is the finger of Elohim. But the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not listen to them, as Yahweh had said. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Rise early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh as he comes out to the water, and say to him, Thus said Yahweh, Let my people go, so that they serve me. Or else, if you do not let my people go, see, I am sending swarms of flies on you and your servants, and on your people, and into your houses, and the houses of the Mitzrites shall be filled with swarms of flies, and also the ground on which they stand. And in that day I shall separate the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there, so that you know that I am Yahweh in the midst of the land. And I shall put a distinction between my people and your people. Tomorrow this sign shall be. And Yahweh did so, and thick swarms of flies came into the house of Pharaoh, and into his servants' houses, and into all the land of Mitzrayim, and the land was ruined because of the swarms of flies. Pharaoh then called for Moshe and Aaron, and said, Go, slaughter to your Elohim in the land. And Moshe said, It is not right to do so, for we would be slaughtering the abomination of the Mitzrites to Yahweh our Elohim. See, if we slaughter the abominations of the Mitzrites before their eyes, would they not stone us? Let us go 3 days' journey into the wilderness. Then we shall slaughter to Yahweh our Elohim, as he commands us. And Pharaoh said, I am letting you go. Then you shall slaughter to Yahweh your Elohim in the wilderness. Only do not go very far away. Pray for me. And Moshe said, See, when I leave you, I shall pray to Yahweh, and tomorrow the swarms of flies shall depart from Pharaoh, from his servants and from his people. But do not let Pharaoh again deceive, not to let the people go to slaughter to Yahweh. And Moshe went out from Pharaoh and prayed to Yahweh. And Yahweh did according to the word of Moshe, and removed the swarms of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants and from his people. Not one remained. But Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time too, and did not let the people go. Chapter 9. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Go in to Pharaoh and speak to him. Thus said Yahweh Elohim of the Ivrim, Let my people go, so that they serve me. For if you refuse to let them go, and still hold them, see, the hand of Yahweh is on your livestock in the field, on the horses, on the donkeys, on the camels, on the cattle, and on the sheep, a very grievous pestilence. And Yahweh shall separate between the livestock of Israel and the livestock of Mitzrayim, and let no matter die of all that belongs to the children of Israel. And Yahweh made an appointed time, saying, Tomorrow Yahweh is going to do this word in the land. And Yahweh did this word on the next day, and all the livestock of Mitzrayim died, but of the livestock of the children of Israel not one died. Then Pharaoh sent, and see, not even one of the livestock of the Israelites was dead. But the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go. And Yahweh said to Moshe and Aharon, Fill your hands with ashes from a furnace, and let Moshe scatter it toward the Shamayim before the eyes of Pharaoh. And it shall become fine dust in all the land of Mitzrayim, and it shall cause boils that break out in sores on man and beast in all the land of Mitzrayim. So they took ashes from the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moshe scattered them toward the Shamayim, and they caused boils breaking out in sores on man and beast. And the magicians were unable to stand before Moshe because of the boils, for the boils were on the magicians and on all the Mitzrites. But Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he did not listen to them, as Yahweh had said to Moshe. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Rise early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say to him, Thus said Yahweh Elohim of the Ivrim, Let my people go, so that they serve me. For at this time I am sending all my plagues unto your heart, and on your servants and on your people, so that you know that there is no one like me in all the earth. Now, if I had stretched out my hand and struck you and your people with pestilence, then you would have been cut off from the earth. And for this reason I have raised you up, in order to show you my power, and in order to declare my name in all the earth. You still exalt yourself against my people, in that you do not let them go. See, tomorrow about this time I am causing very heavy hail to rain down, such as has not been in Mitzrayim from the day of its founding until now. And now bring your livestock to safety, and all that you have in the field. For the hail shall come down on every man and every beast which is found in the field, and is not brought home, and they shall die. Thus among the servants of Pharaoh, who revered the word of Yahweh, made their servants and livestock flee to the houses. But those who did not lay their heart on the word of Yahweh left their servants and livestock in the field. Then Yahweh said to Moshe, Stretch out your hand toward the Shamayim, and let there be hail in all the land of Mizraim, on man and on beasts, on men and on beasts, and on every plant of the field, throughout the land of Mizraim. Then Moshe stretched out his rod toward the Shamayim, and Yahweh sent thunder and hail, and fire came down to the earth, and Yahweh rained hail on the land of Mizraim. Thus they came to be hail and fire flashing continually in the midst of the hail, very heavy, such has not been in all the land of Mizraim since it became a nation. And the hail smote in all the land of Mizraim all that was in the field, both man and beast, and the hail smote every plant of the field, and broke every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, there was no hail. Pharaoh then sent and called for Moshe and for Aaron, and said to them, I have sinned this time. Yahweh is righteous, and my people and I are wicked. Pray to Yahweh, for there has been enough of the thunder and hail of Elohim, and I am letting you go, so that you stay no longer. And Moshe said to him, As soon as I go out of the city, let me spread out my hands to Yahweh. Let the thunder cease and the hail be no more, so that you know that the earth belongs to Yahweh. But as for you and your servants, I know that you do not yet fear before Yahweh Elohim. And the flax and the barley were smitten, for the barley was in the head and the flax was in bud. But the wheat and the spelt were not smitten, for they were late crops. And Moshe went out of the city from Pharaoh, and spread out his hands to Yahweh. And the thunder and the hail ceased, and the rain was not poured on the earth. And Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunder had ceased, yet he sinned again, and he hardened his heart, he and his servants. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the children of Israel go, as Yahweh had said through Moshe. Chapter 10. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Go in to Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the hearts of his servants, so that I show these signs of mine before him, and that you relate in the hearing of your son and your son's son what I have done in Mizraim, and my signs which I have done among them, and you shall know that I am Yahweh. And Moshe and Aaron came in to Pharaoh and said to him, Thus said Yahweh Elohim of the Ephraim, Till when shall you refuse to humble yourself before me? Let my people go, so that they serve me. Or else, if you refuse to let my people go, see, tomorrow I am bringing locusts within your borders. And they shall cover the surface of the land, so that no one is able to see the land. And they shall eat the rest of what has escaped, which remains to you from the hail, and they shall eat every tree which grows up for you out of the field. And they shall fill your houses, and the houses of all your servants, and the houses of all the Mizrites, which neither your fathers nor your fathers' fathers have seen, since the day that they were on the earth to this day. Then he turned and went out from Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's servants said to him, Till when will this one be a snare to us? Let the men go, so that they serve Yahweh their Elohim. Do you not yet know that Mizraim is destroyed? And Moshe and Aaron were brought back to Pharaoh, and he said to them, Go, serve Yahweh your Elohim. Who are the ones that are going? And Moshe said, We are going with our young and our old, with our sons and our daughters, with our flocks and our herds we are going, for we have a festival to Yahweh. And he said to them, Let Yahweh be with you, as I let you and your little ones go. Watch, for evil is before your face. Not so. You men go now, and serve Yahweh, for that is what you desired. And they were driven out from the presence of Pharaoh. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Stretch out your hand over the land of Mitzrayim, for the locusts to come upon the land of Mitzrayim, and eat every plant of the land, all that the hail has left. And Moshe stretched out his rod over the land of Mitzrayim, and Yahweh brought an east wind on the land all that day and all that night. Morning came, and the east wind brought the locust. And the locust went up over all the land of Mitzrayim, and settled within all the borders of Mitzrayim, very grievous. There had never been locusts like them before, nor would there again be like them. And they covered the surface of all the land, so that the land was darkened. And they ate every plant of the land, and all the fruit of the trees which the hail had left. And no greenness was left on the trees or on the plants of the field, in all the land of Mitzrayim. Pharaoh then called for Moshe and Aharon in haste, and said, I have sinned against Yahweh your Elohim, and against you. And now please bear my sin, only this once, and pray to Yahweh your Elohim, that he would only turn away this death from me. And he went out from Pharaoh and prayed to Yahweh. And Yahweh turned a very strong west wind, which took the locusts away, and blew them into the sea of reeds. Not one locust was left within all the border of Mitzrayim. However, Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he did not let the children of Israel go. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Stretch out your hand toward the Shamayim, and let there be darkness over the land of Mitzrayim, even a darkness which is felt. And Moshe stretched out his hand toward the Shamayim, and there was thick darkness in all the land of Mitzrayim for 3 days. They did not see one another, nor did anyone rise from his place for 3 days, while all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. And Pharaoh called to Moshe and said, Go, serve Yahweh, only leave your flocks and your herds behind. Let your little ones go with you too. But Moshe said, You yourself are to provide us with slaughterings and burnt offerings to prepare for Yahweh our Elohim. And our livestock are to go with us too. Not a hoof is to be left behind, for we have to take some of them to serve Yahweh our Elohim. And we ourselves do not know with what we are to serve Yahweh until we come there. However, Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he would not let them go. And Pharaoh said to him, Get away from me, watch yourself, and see my face no more, for in the day you see my face, you die. And Moshe said, You have spoken rightly, never again do I see your face.